Bill Cosby was once regarded as an American icon. Today, he's accused of being a serial rapist. Gloria Allred represents more than 30 of his accusers. Would you please warmly welcome to our show, Gloria Allred. I wanted to first commend you for really setting up a legal dynasty that a lot of Americans don't realize. Your daughter's practicing law, and your granddaughter just recently graduated from law school.
And she's practicing law.
And she's practicing law. That's an incredible feat. I wanted to know how you are representing more than 30 women for one case.
Well, there are 30 accusers, more than 30 accusers that I represent, who have come forward and are making allegations against Mr. Cosby. And I might add, some are older, some are younger, some are Caucasian, some are African-American women. And so their accusations span a number of years. I represent only one individual in a lawsuit, however, and that's Judy Huth. And she alleges that she was the victim of sexual misconduct by Mr. Cosby at the Playboy Mansion many years ago. That's an allegation of child sexual abuse.
Wow.
May I ask, Gloria, some people are trying to figure out why it took so long for some of the women to come forward.
And that's a fair question. And the answer is different for each person. For some, they felt that they would not be believed against a rich, powerful, famous, well-respected father figure, Mr. Cosby. For others, they felt threatened, or they said that they were threatened. And so for most, it is too late for them to exercise any legal options. However, it may be that some of them are called to testify in the criminal case if the court allows it.
And I really want to ask you, just to go a little bit deeper, what can you tell us about the case that you have against Mr. Cosby?
Just that we are proceeding with this case. We have a longer period of time called statute of limitations in California to file a case which alleges a child was sexually abused. We are the only ones of all of the lawsuits filed against Mr. Cosby in which a court has permitted us to take Mr. Cosby's deposition. That means his testimony under oath, which we did last year. But we're not permitted to say what he said during the 6 or 7 hours of his deposition because the court has issued a protective order, meaning we cannot speak about what he said. As a result of that deposition, however, we did make a motion to compel him to appear for a second deposition.
Wow.
The court granted that. And however, that has not yet taken place because the court wishes us to wait for the outcome of the criminal case now pending against him in Pennsylvania until we can proceed for his second deposition.
I'm conflicted at a deep level. My sister was sexually assaulted as a teenager and didn't tell the family until the week before her wedding to say that I don't want anything from the assailant. But I need to get this off of my chest in order to move on with the next chapter of my life. My sister is now a therapist for trauma victims.
Good.
And so I'm with that. And then the other side of me as a black man is in pain to see another black man go through the system. I'm just looking at the double standard here in Hollywood. That you have some people who have been found guilty but still have their star on the Walk of Fame, still have active, their reruns are still showing.
Well, you know, all I can say is I just don't see any double standard for Mr. Cosby. He is getting every benefit in a court of law that he can have. He's got hundreds of millions of dollars. He's got an insurance company, which is also paying for a lot of his defense in some of the cases. So he has excellent lawyers who will be there to defend him. He has a right to all of his rights, but so do victims have a right to have all of their rights. And many of them who accuse Mr. Cosby have suffered greatly. So they should also be able to assert every right that they have.